Hello, everyone. So this is just a quick video that I'm putting together here. I'm just kind of making this up as I go. So sorry if I lose my train of thought a little bit here. Uh, this is in response to a video that Gloriouseggroll made a while back talking about the obs-gstreamer plugin and how you can use it to record with vaapi at 4K 60 on AMD GPUs. And that's true, but only in H265. With the obs-gstreamer plugin, you still run into the issue of encoder overload with the vaapi H264 part of the plugin. So you'll notice here, I have it set to vaapi H264. I have a 12 megabits per second bit rate. This is a keyframe interval of 2 seconds at 60 FPS. I set the quality level to 7 and default ROI to 10. This makes the encoder as fast as possible. So what I'm doing here is I'm giving this encoder every chance to not overload. The only other thing I changed was enabling Quebec encoding. And just to confirm with you guys here, we're at 1080p, 60 FPS. So we're going to go over here and hop into Dynasty Warriors. This is the game I've found that replicates this most readily. So I'm going to go and load in. And here during the loading screen, you're going to see it go just to absolute shit. It's going to be blocky as hell. It's going to drop frames. The bit rate goes in the toilet. It's a mess. And it'll clear up for a second right as it goes to load in. You might even see it right as I finish loading into the game, where it's just going to be an absolute shit show. So this happens at any point over 720p 60 FPS. It happens at 1080p 30. It happens at 1080p 60. And any resolution, you go beyond that. If you're doing H264, this happens. Now you'll notice if I go and I view stats, OBS did not see any encoding lag. From what I can tell, this is because the GStreamer plugin that doesn't report it back to OBS. I don't know if that's just a limitation of how it works. I'm not going to blame the plugin developer for anything like that. Just know you won't see encoding lag in OBS. You won't see any sort of encoding overload reported in OBS. So you can even take a look in log, and you won't see any issues in the log. So OBS doesn't know that this is happening, but it's happening. You won't see this quite as bad at 1080p 30, and you won't see it as bad in most of the gameplay, but you'll see frequent heavy blocking and just very poor quality using the H264 encoder. This doesn't happen with the AMF encoder. The AMF encoder is much, much better than the vaapi H264 encoder. So if you're wanting to stream using your AMD GPU encoder, you have to use AMF. Vaapi simply will not work. If you want to stream anything over 720p 60, that is. You can record just fine. H265 vaapi, perfect, pristine, works great. But seeing as nobody streams H26 or ingests H265 video, is a streaming platform. You have to stream in H264, and it's just awful. So if you're looking for a magic bullet for a fully open source stream encoder setup, like I was, wanting to use Vaapi to stream to Twitch and YouTube with my AMD GPU, obs-gstreamer isn't going to fix your upper limit of 720p 60. If you're okay with 720p 60 FPS video, then you are golden. But if you want to stream above 720p 60, use the AMD AMF encoder. If anybody else has any experience with this GStreamer plugin that maybe they have had different results than me at over 720p 60, I'd be happy to hear about it. Go ahead and leave your experience down in the comments below if you have any. And yeah, hope this information helps people who might be looking to be streamers on Linux and are looking for the best solution for them in regards to GPU encoding. And simply put, that's the AMD AMF encoder, and you'll need specially patched OBS and the AMD GPU Pro drivers that Gloriouseggroll also recently did a video on. So if you guys want, you can check it out. I'll have it in the description down below.